Which moment sees ideas, etc., and is very contributive in your understanding of the culture, values, and society in which it was produced in what ways be specific?
So, with me, I'm thinking that with the Antigone from in the English version back then, I'm thinking that the way things were was like back in the old ages. I guess before, I guess why I was like doing slavery and stuff like that. I feel like that the values was Cameron, he was the king, and you do what he say. He make the laws. Um, I feel like where he the scenes and the moments that I was really interested in was um how can he tell them not to bury one person and bury the other? They both brothers. Why was they even fighting each other? What was like? How did it all come down to that? But I guess back then in that world, that's what in the English um scene, I guess, because it appears say before the palace of Cameron, king of Thobes, a central double door and two lateral doors. A platform extend the lengths of the fade, and from this platform, 3 steps lead down into the orchestra. So I think I'm gonna say more so like the scene. I feel like this contributes to people being together, listening, values the leadership. Like Ishmi, she understand that he couldn't be buried. Antigone didn't agree that he couldn't be buried. She feel like that was her brother. Antigone felt like that was her brother. He should have been buried. Ishmi knew that was her brother, but she wanted to follow the laws. In that society, what they produced in that way was follow what Cameron say or be killed. And Antigone wasn't afraid to die, but Cameron was afraid to die. I'm sorry. What's her name? Antigone wasn't afraid to die. Ishmi was afraid to die, and she didn't want to be the next one dead. I think I want to say she more so valued what Cameron said. Like, bow down to the king. She respected the king, and I kind of feel like on the other hand that Antigone didn't, but the values of that being her brother, she wanted to do what you supposed to do. Bury your family members.
Which moment sees idea, etc., in this work contribute to your understanding of your own culture and values of your society, and which way we specific?
I think for me, like for now if somebody in our culture now, I feel like if somebody tell me not to bury my brother, that's all the way wrong. Like I'm going to make sure my brother get buried. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. And just like Antigone, she went and buried her brother. She didn't care what Cameron said. He wasn't God to her. And like I know God wouldn't allow me not to bury my brother. So I'm gonna do what I need to do to make sure that my brother get buried properly. I wanna be like more so I wanna be a person that changes things in value. And I did have a brother who passed away. He was killed by cops actually. He was a schizophrenic also, and he produced that to the cops, but they didn't care. So at that point in life, you just go with go with what it is. And I was hurt, and I got that chance to bury my brother. I wasn't like anesthesia. Nobody couldn't tell me that he could he couldn't be buried. I just wish that he could be here a little longer with us, but we can't question God, and God is actually wasn't down here with us. He wasn't on earth with us. He's up in paradise. So, I feel like this whole story makes you look at things a lot different. And then if you compare to see what different things contribute to you and the understanding of it on both ends, which in ways that Antigone explains in her story. Like, if my sister didn't want to bury my brother, I would feel some type of way. I would feel like she a traitor. So everything that she did say, I understand the things that she said and she did. So from that here on out, I wouldn't do it. I will make sure that my brother get buried, and I'll deal with the consequences later. Anything that happened later, then we'll see. Like, I'm going to be 100% making sure my family is okay, doing what we need to do, and becoming better people. I don't know if I would have been able to live back in them days, being able to have to listen to somebody, things that they say, move when they tell you to move. Like, that's more so like slavery. Although just like a little like American culture, like, having us think about what's going on back in the day. I mean, I know we haven't really talked about slavery, but if you think about it, I mean, I guess not, because it's not like we just listening to white, a bunch of white people being able to do whatever they can and we can't. We listen to one person they listening to one person that is a king and listening to King, but then he get his day. Every dog get their day. So now he had to wind up getting put in his own jail. He shouldn't have did that. That was wrong. And the other people found out, and they did what they had to do. So the prophet appeared, and now he had to get it the way he wants.
Why would you recommend this text to others? If so, why? If not, why not? Be specific.
I would recommend this text to other people. I feel like this text, and I say this because this text really, it really made me think about a lot of things, even with death, period. Like, being able to not see your loved ones and try to keep them around is a hurt piece. People creating drama between y'all and others, like, it's just not, it's not cool at all. Being able to have relatives, sisters, brothers, and not able to bury them is like, it's harm. Like, it's actually, this story it really made me read it again. And I know this story was in the beginning of our reading, and I was thinking about it. And I was thinking about it for a long time, and then I was just like, you know what? When I saw the video, what we had to do, I'm like, I can definitely talk about that. It's a lot that I can say. It's a lot. I mean, I know sometimes it's hard for me, like, to more so explain things, but for the most part, like, her character seemed like she was Antigone seemed like she was a strong woman, and I like that. I like strong women and people that can motivate you and have power and not. I mean, she was she just knew what he did was wrong. I mean, Ishmi seemed like she was just scared, and she wasn't. I'm not gonna say it's too much scared, but no, I'm following these rules so this won't happen. So she was to seem like the type to like to prevent stuff from happening. And Antigone said, I'm gonna stand up for what I think is right and what I know, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, and no matter what the outcome is. And you learn from your mistakes. But to Antigone, that wasn't a mistake. So if she knew the consequences that was gonna happen for her burying her brother, and she didn't care. All that it mattered to her that she was able to bury her brother, so she felt good about that, and it didn't matter if she died or not.